Have you ever heard of the indestructible battery, the battery that can last 100 years? Well, of course you haven't. There's no money to be made selling you a indestructible battery, especially when they can sell you a battery that needs replaced in 5 years. Now, Thomas Edison is the inventor of the nickel-iron battery, also known as the battery that worked too well. When it comes to off-grid power, most homesteaders use either lead-acid batteries, lithium-ion, or lithium phosphate. They're all good options. Lead-acid batteries are typically used for cars, for vehicles. That's because they're the cheapest battery you can make. Lithium-ion batteries are the lightest and most energy dense, meaning that they can be smaller. This is why we use them in electronics. Now, out of those three, lithium phosphate batteries are by far the most expensive, but they're also the most durable. However, nickel-iron batteries are incredibly durable, but they're nowhere near as energy dense, meaning they take up more space and are heavy. If you're trying to power a car, that's an issue. If you're trying to power a house, not so much. But here's the catch with nickel-iron batteries. Because they're so durable, they're expensive.
Always check the bags before you depart.
Alexa, before you put that in there, what's in that bag?
Your bag.
Oh, water.
And what else?
A banana. Oh, there's no bananas on the boat? Why?
Bad luck.
It's what?
Bad luck.
It's bad
Here,
luck.
throw it out?
No, we're gonna eat that. Don't throw it out.
Eat it before we go out.
Why do you have bananas?
You won't catch no fish.
Are you serious? What the?
You mean to tell me that throughout all of history, not one of my ancestors ever did anything that could have made us a little money? A little generational wealth? No one invented anything? No one was an entrepreneur? No one did anything important in business? They all just wandered around like, what are we doing here? Like, come on. Bunch of lazy asses. Pisses me off.
Discernment is a true gift of God. If you're wondering why your partner or certain people just don't know how to display discernment, is because oftentimes if you don't have the experience and if you're not committed to growth, then you are not going to have that. You are not going to have that spiritual conscience. You're not going to have that direct relation to God and to your own self. And because you lack that, it is going to be very hard to show up in relationships and be the best version of yourself and just be a good person. People who have discernment, most often or not, live very God-centric lives. You have to live a God-centric life in order to receive that gift, because it is exactly what puts you off from evil. Whether you want to admit it or not, whether you want to agree with it or not, the devil is always present. And the devil is doing work. He's putting in work overtime. And people who cannot differentiate between God's work and devil's work, they are not able to make the right decisions. They're going to act on impulse. They're going to act on emotion. They're going to act out of arrogance and pride. And all of these traits come from bad spirits, bad energy, and people who are not able to dial in on that, they're never going to be able to see your point of view. They're never going to be able to choose the right path because it's too hard. Something inside of them won't let them do that. They can't think of it like that way. They can't feel it that way. It's literally impossible for some people. And that's just because A, they haven't started their journey. B, they won't start their journey and they'll never start their journey. And 3, they just don't care. They just don't care. This type of content is actually pretty beneficial. So I think I'm going to go into some more depth about discernment, how to tell if somebody has discernment, how to know if you've been blessed with the gift of discernment from God, and what makes someone more prone to receiving discernment and having it and exemplifying that in relationships. So follow for part 2 and like this video, and I'll continue to make videos about discernment.
What time isn't real?
Okay, 11:59 p.m., 12:59 p.m., 1:59 a.m., 12:59 a.m.
Yeah. Which one isn't real? One of them isn't real.
Okay, so 11:59 p.m. is real. 12:59 p.m. I don't know. 1:59
Yeah, like does it
a.m.
then change to 1 p.m. or what?
No, it's changed to external.
Hey guys, just hang with me. Watch this shit. This is a reviewing stand, and this takes it. Look at this. Look at this. Look. Watch his tongue. He's doing something in his mouth. In a second, he's going to be popping it real quick. Now watch this. Look at him. What the hell is he? The camera steady. What's he doing? Watch him. Look at this shit. And he's going to start laughing. It's like he popped something. Popped something in his mouth. He's looking up. Oh, there it is. It took effect. There we got it. Oh, yeah.
A woman was visiting a museum and recording a prehistoric exhibition to show her friends when something strange is captured.
Well, that's a little disconcerting. That thing is huge. Imagine trying to run away from that. No thanks, Jurassic Park.
As the girl records herself by the Quetzalcoatlus skeletal replica, its head suddenly begins to lower and look towards her on its own. The girl didn't notice at the time until many viewers pointed it out.
I didn't notice it when I filmed the video. I didn't notice it when I edited the video, but you all kept asking if the dinosaur's head was moving, so I went back and watched my own video like a crazy person.
Some say it's due to the angle of perception, but many people are adamant that it clearly moved.
Guys, if you learn nothing else from me, just pick up this one thing that I'm about to tell you. Your brain is designed to solve problems. That's it. It's not designed to be happy. It's not designed to be sad. It's not designed to be depressed. It's designed to solve problems. When you don't have problems to solve in your life, you will make them. So if you live such a soft life, man or woman, and you're not fulfilling your potential, you're not solving any problems, you will create internal depression. So find productive problems to solve.
Guys, I think my theory about what happened on the India air flight is coming true. If you watch my previous video, I said that this is where the aeroplane crashed. This is where the building, that the wing is sticking out of the building, okay? And then I stated that the aeroplane split in two, and this is how far the front half of the plane actually travelled and ended up down here, okay? So now I've just seen a video. Let me show you this video. So this is a video of people recording him leaving the area of... See him walk out? So then I went on to Google Maps and I went to the exact area of where that street that the guy was filming on, where he came out of that area. So this is where he walked out of. This building here, this building, that building is the building here. The street, Google Street View is here. The man is filming from this side of the road. The guy walks out and survives the crash here. He does not leave the aeroplane over here, where the building is. He does not leave this building. He leaves the area with that tall building, again, further backing up my theory that the front end of the aeroplane flew all the way over here and he escaped from the front. And that's how he escaped the blaze. If you haven't already, go watch my other video for the context. But yeah, it was very interesting to watch that video and to realise that he did leave over here. So my theory seems to look like it's coming true. Obviously, I don't know if it's 100% accurate, but all the details are there and it's adding up. This also would explain his statement where he said no one could have got out from the opposite side, which was towards the wall, because it crashed there. Which wall? This wall. So the plane, the front end of the plane snapped off, crashed over here, and was towards this wall here. So imagine the wall is right next to this side of the plane. You see the gap between the building? Means they were trapped on this side and he got out from this side and got onto the street and survived.
We have got another brand new Mandela effect, and there's nothing that I can do to prepare you for this. So I'm just going to ask you one question, and when you start reading the comments, we're going to get two very different answers. I'm just going to assume that everybody watching this has seen the movie Gremlins. But this has nothing to do with the fact that nobody knows that Howie Mandel was the voice of Gizmo. Do you remember this guy? This guy? What was his name? Leave it in the comments, because we're going to get two very different answers. Personally, I remember him as Spike. So I typed Gremlin Spike into Google, and it corrected me and said his name was Stripe. So in the history of Gremlins, this movie right here, this guy right here, was never Spike. But I can guarantee you over 50% of people commenting on this video will say it was Spike, not Stripe. And if you've recently seen Gremlins, who is he in the movie? Because as a collective, this is the only way we're going to find out what the right answer is.
Mr. President. Yeah. A personal project for you, sir. It is. Well, I'm paying for it. I can spend your own money on it. Yeah. Wow. I'd say each bowl is like $50,000.
I am a pro dating coach, and this is 5 different types of sexualities and what they mean. And this is not about gender either. This is about different things that people find attractive. So let's see if you would identify as one of these sexualities. Number 1, sapiosexual. This is when somebody finds intelligence attractive. Number 2, demisexual. When somebody must form an emotional bond with somebody in order to find that person physically attractive. Number 3, androsexual, when somebody is attracted to masculine characteristics. Number 4, gynosexual, when somebody is attracted to feminine characteristics. Number 5, autosexual, when somebody is attracted to themselves more than they are other people.
Okay, so the dark web itself isn't a marketplace, like what you're thinking. All right, so the black market or whatever you want to call it, once you're connected to the dark web, Tor, the onion router, what I was explaining before, you still need to know where to go to visit these horrible websites. And they're like, you know, imagine a very long string of letters and numbers, and the website, instead of .com, it'd be .onion. You can't visit those websites in a regular browser. You have to do that while you're connected to the onion router, which you could download at the TOR's website. And then you could go to a thing called like the Hidden Wiki, and the Hidden Wiki will show you all different categories of these websites with a link to them, and there's marketplaces, there's horrible things on there, like you said, for kids, and even like murder for hire. There's counterfeit money, there's fake IDs. You know, there are all kinds of different websites that do horrible things.
Ya la casa, mira, mira, huevón, puta madre, casa.
This is about to be a pretty controversial opinion, but as I've been scrolling on TikTok lately, like I'm 29 years old. And as I've been scrolling on TikTok, I've been like coming across these girls and influencers, and I'll look at them and I'm like, you're probably my age. Like you're 28, 29, early 30s. And then they'll say something like, I'm 23, I'm 24, I'm 25. And I'm like, girl, you look like you're in your 30s. And this is just my guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a bad judge of age. But I think it's all the work that everyone is getting done. Like, I swear, filler makes people look older. Like, I just wish people understood their natural beauty instead of paying a bunch of money and putting toxic chemicals into their face that, in my opinion, just age you. I don't think it makes you look any younger. That stuff doesn't go anywhere. Like, it stays in your face. It's not dissolving. It's not going anywhere. If you look at MRIs of people who get filler, it's literally migrated throughout their whole entire face. So that's a little questionable. And then also, like, I look at before pictures of people and guys, you're prettier. Like, you were pretty without all that. And it just makes me hate society and just what we've done to like pressure ourselves. Let's be real. We're pressuring ourselves into getting all this stuff because we go through this like identity crisis and we don't feel worthy because we compare ourselves to people on Instagram who not only get work done, but also are like editing their photos. Like, let's be for real. And I just think it's sad. And girls, you're starting to look old. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it can stop if you just don't get the filler. So if you're thinking about it, please don't do it. Please don't do it. You're beautiful just the way you are. And you're going to look younger without it.
This is the pillar of salt. This is the pillar of salt. It looks like a statue, a monument. Imagine, hold on, let me get a close-up picture. Like, imagine you looked back and this is what you turned into, and you're stuck and you crystallized into a monument of salt. Like, I can't even fathom. Like, not no pixie dust, not no crystals of salt, a whole monument of salt. And at the end of the day, we really can't judge Lot's wife for looking back, because she looked back because she was so sad. Like, she was leaving her home. Her home was literally being destroyed. Family was being destroyed. Friends was being destroyed. Everything. Like, the city was so wicked that God literally said, I'm going to destroy this city and y'all need to get out. That's literally the equivalent to, I am going to burn down your city. The city you live in right now, imagine God coming to your city and saying, yeah, I'm finna burn down your house, all your friends, everybody in this city. It's so much wickedness going on that I am going to burn down the city, but you and your family, I need y'all to get out. And Lot's wife just so happened to look back because she like, dang, like, it's really being burnt down. Like, she really had a good reason to look back. She should not have looked back, but she did. And we look back on so much stuff all the time. We would all be salt shakers out here, literally. Because if you really think about it, how many times have you, like, quote unquote, got delivered from something, but you went back to it? Oh, I'm not gonna drink no more. I promise I'm not gonna drink no more. Go back to drinking. He was toxic. I'm not gonna go back to him no more. I'm never gonna deal with him. Go back to him. We would all be salt shakers. This is Luke chapter 17, where basically it's saying, like, in the days of Lot, people were just going about their daily business, you know, doing the buying, eating, selling, drinking, doing whatever they wanted to do. And then boom, came down from heaven, burning in fire, and destroyed them all. It literally says everything is going to be business as usual until Jesus is revealed. And then you see right here where it says verse 32, remember what happened to Lot's wife. If you cling to your life, you will lose it. If you let go of your life, you will save it. No one can enter the kingdom of God but through Jesus. We have to trust him. We have to pick up our cross daily. We have to deny our flesh, repent. We have to obey him. That means not looking back when he says look forward. Because I'm not trying to get turned into a pillar of salt, or worse. This is scary.
Yo, child of God, thanks a lot for joining us on this episode. Lots of love and respect to yourself. Dear viewer, full of love and good vibes. I wish that God will guide you in his paths and always help you to overcome anything that may make you feel like looking back. That way, we can all be able to push in front while spreading our message of love and peace together. Leave your comments down below as you continue watching these videos and spreading good vibes. Peace to yourself. I am Y311H. I'll share with you something at the end of the episode. Let's continue.
Would you knock me out? Why are you shaking your... No. Would you knock me out for $1 billion? Well, after I said knock out, you already was...
I would knock you the fuck out for $1 billion. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'd knock you all the way to motherfucking Harry Potter land.
Harry Potter land?
Damn motherfucking right.
And what you gonna do with the money?
That's a lot of money. I could do a lot of things.
I'm expecting you to say if I do any damage, I'm gonna give you some. I'm gonna pay your hospital bills. But you gonna say that's a lot of money. I do it out with a lot of money.
Angela, $1 billion. Listen to me. Hear me out.
But you didn't even think about me. You didn't even think about how I was feeling after you done knocked me the fuck out. I'm your wife.
You'd feel it. You'd feel it.
I'm gonna feel the money.
In your bank account.
In my bank account.
We're married. It's gonna go in both of our bank accounts.
But you really didn't even say nothing about me. You just like, that's a lot of money. And you know what you can do with the $1 billion?
Have you seen the video of a food creator on here who was just minding her business, posting a food review, and then in the background is a couple, and in her comments is someone saying, hey, that's my husband, Thanks for catching him cheating for me. So this is the food creator, Maury Food Babe, or Food Bay. If I butchered that, I'm so sorry. I eat out a lot. This is her video down here, right below me, where she catches the couple, or catches the guy, it sounds like, cheating. This person says, oh, I spot some cheaters that say they ain't cheating on their partners, appreciate the captures. And she says, I beg your finest pardon. Ain't no way. And then this person says, yes, he's my husband. He told me that nothing is going on between them. Thank you for this video. That is pure evidence. This person, stay strong, my girl. Oh my God. And then she's got to know her too, because here it is. Thank you for capturing the cheating couple at the back. And Angelica's spot on. Girl, we are nosy on TikTok. Y'all doing it.
He is legitimately waiting for his food to come out. His food comes out at 9. He's watching.
Here's something wild. Every sperm has about 50 to 70 mitochondria, but guess what? None of these make it into the embryo. As soon as the sperm reaches the egg pretty much destroys all of the sperm's mitochondria. The zygote only gets mitochondria from the mom. That's why mitochondrial DNA is 100% maternally inherited. It's a clean maternal line going back thousands of generations. You of course still get DNA from your dad's side, but when it comes to energy powerhouses, your mom is the real MVP.
Ja. Ja, kom. Kom snel. Ja. Nee, stop. Zo. Huh? Ik net.
Let me tell y'all a true story, so boom. There's a picture going around right now of some lady in Vietnam in 1843 that looks just like Nicki Minaj, guys. I don't know who the hell got that picture and where it came from, guys, but it really does look like her. But if you ask me, that's not her. The lady's name is Celia Cruz, but if you really look close at that picture, it looks like Nicki Minaj. Now, I don't know if people are editing these pictures or using special effects, but it really does look like her. Guys, I'm telling you, I'm sweating just talking about it. Guys, go check out that picture. It's Celia Cruz in 1843 in Vietnam. It looks just like Nicki Minaj, guys. But like I said, that is not her. That must be Photoshop, special effects, some type of green screen effect. Who knows, guys? Because people keep playing around with pictures these days. Or maybe it could be a TT. Shh, don't you even say it. It's really not a game out here, guys. I heard that there's a twin of everybody in this world. How is that possible? You know how it's possible. But shh, shut up! Don't you even say it. Guys, go check out that picture. It looks just like Nicki Minaj, but I don't think it's Nicki Minaj. My spider senses is going off, guys. I don't believe it. Who is that in that picture? People in the comments were saying that she's TTing, but that's impossible because that doesn't exist. Shh. This video is for entertainment purposes only because there's no way that's Nicki Minaj in 1843. She was not born around that time. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. I'm out.
Russia's Doomsday radio just came alive again, and no one seems to know why. UVB-76, also known as the Buzzer, is a Cold War-era radio station that's been humming for decades. But when it stops buzzing and speaks, people tend to pay attention. Just days after rumors of a Trump and Putin talk about Ukraine retaliation, UVB 76 broadcast two strange Russian code words, Azotobak and Oshelin. No one knows what they mean, but they're never random. Some people say it's part of Russia's nuclear program, part of their nuclear command system. Others think it's just a bluff, just trying to scare people. Either way, when the Doomsday Radio speaks, the world listens.
All right, TikTok. So we don't need to listen to a lot of static or anything. I'm not going to let that clip play any longer than it needs to. But for those that don't know, hours after Putin got off the phone with Donald Trump, hours after Putin told Donald Trump that Russia needs to make a statement, they need to do something because of what Ukraine ended up doing to Russia with those attacks on their air force, on their naval ships, on that bridge. They said that they need to do something and they need to do it immediately. So what that static was, though, is that's Russia's Doomsday Radio. It has not been active for years now. All of a sudden, it is active. That radio station is now active once again. That broadcast is active. There have been times where that comes online and there is some cryptic messages coming across it. If you guys want to check it out, I'll have it in the description, the radio broadcast frequency. If you want to, go take a listen. As of right now, just a lot of static, but it is active once again. Let me know in the comments if you think it's just, more idle threats coming from Putin, or if there is about to be a significant change in that war, because you remember, like Trump said, Ukraine didn't have all the cards, but then again, Ukraine had everything. Literally everything. I wonder if this is going to affect GTA 6.
Have you heard this?
The reason God gives evil people the ability to accumulate wealth is so they can pass it over to us. They ain't gonna pass it over to us if we ain't doing nothing. This is so good. You say that ain't in the Bible. It's in the Bible more than once, but I'm gonna read it to you just so nobody can accuse me of misquoting it. It's in the book of Ecclesiastes, which I think is the perfect place for it. So, Ecclesiastes chapter 2 and verse number 26. This is such an amazing verse. It says, "For God giveth to the man that is good in his sight, wisdom and knowledge and joy. But to the sinner." Now, if he would have said, "and to the sinner," he might give him the same thing. But he didn't say, "and to the sinner." He said, "but to the sinner," which means he's about to give him something completely different. Am I misreading this? Okay, I just want to make sure I'm in the right passage, in the right room. Okay, "But to the sinner, he giveth travail." What's that? Hard labor. Why does he give the sinner hard labor? To gather and to heap up. Oh, why is he giving the sinner hard labor to gather and heap up? That he may give to him that is good before God.
Like and subscribe for more content like this.
Wow, wow, wow. Interesting stuff. Thanks for watching all this Rachel. God, it's been a pleasure being with you. Colossians chapter 3 and verse 23. This is what it says. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for men, since you know that you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward. It is the Lord Christ you are serving. Anyone who does wrong will be repaid for his wrong, and there is no favoritism. Interesting. Love your neighbor the way you love yourself. Do good to everyone, and good will be done to you. Let's say a short, quick prayer as we end the show. God bless you as you manifest on that word. Thank you, wonderful Father, maker of heaven and earth. Wonderful Counselor, we give you glory, Father. Today we uplift your name, dear Lord, together with your beautiful child here. Dear Lord, Father, we pray that you might guide us in our lives, Father. This viewer that has joined us today, intervene in their lives, Father, also. Give them all the desires of their hearts, Father, according to your will. Uplift them, Father. Lead them in your paths give their souls strength, Father, and carry all the burdens they might have in their lives, dear Lord. And as you do great things for this viewer, as you bless them abundantly, Father, include us too. Help this family, Father, to grow in number and in love, knowing you more, dear Lord, and spreading your love to the whole world. In your holy name, Jesus Christ, we do pray, trusting and believing. Amen. Child of God, I've been your host, Y311H.